In this video we're going to create a post, and here we are at our home page of our website, and as you can see here there is a post that was already created called Hello World, and by default posts will appear on your home page, and there is an option to change that, and we'll look at that in a future video. But this post of course was created when we installed WordPress, and it's just there for you to get a feel of how posts look on your website. So to create a new post, we of course have to log into our admin area at WP admin. And from our menu, select posts. And we will see a list of all the posts that have been created on our website. And as you can see, our Hello World post is here, and we have the option to edit it, quick edit, trash, or view the post. Now, you should delete this post because of course it's there for demonstration purposes, but I won't delete it just yet, as I want you to see how it will be affected once we create a new post. So to do that, we select Add New from the top there. And before we actually create the post, there are a few things on this page I want you to become familiar with. The first thing is at the very top here, in the right hand corner, is the screen options. Now this allows you to just customize what options appear on this screen. And you will see that a couple of boxes are already ticked: formats, categories, tags, featured image. And if you go and look at the right hand side here, you will see format, categories, and tags. So if you wanted to remove those options, you would just untick the boxes. And there are some additional options here that you probably do want to tick, such as the discussion box. And what that will do is allow you to control comments and chat back and pingbacks on your posts. Okay, the next thing we want to look at is the title. Of course, you'd want to name your post, and remember, based on how we set up our permalinks, the name of your post will appear in the URL. Okay, and you do have the option to adjust it, and I will show you how to do this. The next area is this area here, which is our WYSIWYG editor. Now WYSIWYG is an acronym that stands for what you see is what you get. So essentially whatever you type here and is basically how it will look on the front end of your site. If we go back over to the right hand side, you will see a couple of options. Right now the post is in draft status because we haven't typed in anything and we haven't selected publish. So once we'd finish, we'd select publish. And there are a couple of other options, such as the visibility, right? By default, all posts will be set to public, but you do have the option to select the post as password protected, where everyone will be able to see the post, but they will be prompted to enter a password to actually see the content. And another option is the private option, which no one will actually be able to see these posts at all except for your logged in users, which you have granted access to, such as your admin and editors, etc. And the password protected option is actually a great option to use to offer content to your members, paid content, etc. Okay, and if we go further down, you see, so let me set this back at public, and you will see format. Now, by default, there's a standard format for all WordPress posts, and that's what we are going to use, but you do have some other options, such as aside, image, video. And what these options will do, if you select them, they will, of course, for example, if you were to select image, and you had an image in your post, which is obviously why you'd want to select it, it would just highlight how the post will be displayed on your website would highlight that image, and the same for video, audio, etc. Now, how it is displayed really does depend on the theme that you're using, so that is something you would have to test out to see the results. But for now, we're going to use a standard format because that will allow us to add all those types of media. And also there are categories. Now, this allows you to basically, put your posts in a particular order. So for example, if your website was about sports and you covered soccer and basketball, then you could create a category just by add new category and name it soccer. So all the posts that you had about soccer would go in that category. You could just select it, and it makes it a lot easier, well, for you in terms of keeping your website in order, and also for your users who maybe are just interested in soccer, or users who are just interested in basketball to access those posts. And of course there are tags, which is really more for search engine optimization, which just allows you to give a description to say what your post is all about. And you can also set a featured image which would show up, say, in an excerpt of your post on the front end of your site, so that people can have an idea of what your post is all about. Okay, so let's go ahead now and add some content and create our post. Now the first thing we want to do is to name our post, so I'll just name this test post, and I've already prepared some text to add. This is Latin, so if it doesn't make any sense, don't worry about it. It's just for us to have some text to play around with. And I mentioned you'd be able to edit the text in the WYSIWYG editor in a similar way that you would edit it in any word processor such as Microsoft Word. So you have the option to bold, add italics, strike throughs, and if you notice, if you just put your cursor over the icons, it will tell you exactly what it does. So you can add an unordered list, an ordered list, block quotes, align, left, etc., etc., etc. Okay, and we have a button here that says show or hide the kitchen sink, and pressing this button would either remove or add that second line of options, okay, which would give us additional styling options such as adding paragraph tags, heading tags to style our text. So very quickly I'm just going to go and just highlight some text, make it bold, highlight some more text, and let me undo that. If I wanted to make this entire line a coat, then highlight, use block quotes, and last but not least, let's add a link. So if we highlight the text and we select this button here that looks like a chain link, and then we just put the destination that we want our link to go to. You can name the link for your own purposes, and you have the option to open the link in a new window or tab, which I like to do, so that visitors can easily get back to my site if the link is an external link. And all you have to do now is go over and select publish. Of course, as we mentioned, you could put excuse me, you can put your post in a category. I created 2 other categories just while I was testing, but I'm just going to add this post to the uncategorized because that was our default category, and I won't add any tags or featured image, just so that you can see exactly what the post would look like. And I'll hit publish. And just a few quick things. You would have seen the URL for this post would now include the name of the post, which is why the name is so important. And if you wanted to change it, you could just select edit. For example, if the name of your post was very long and it created a long URL, you could just shorten it. But in this case, I'm going to leave it as is. You just select OK, and I'm going to go ahead and view the post. Okay, so there's our post with our styling, bold, our quotes, and our link, which if we click it will go to the destination that we had put in at google.com. Okay, it's taking some time to load, but there you go, Google. Okay, now if we go back to our site and we just select visit site, actually let me do this from dashboard. Select a new tab, wpvideosidekick.com, select enter, and it's still showing our original post. Maybe it's because I'm still logged in. Okay, let me open up another browser, go to our home page, and there you go. There's our new post, and as you can see, the previous post, which was hello world, now appears below our new post, and that's what will happen to new posts. The more and more posts you create, then they will fall down in the order. Okay, so that's it for this video. We will look at creating pages next.